Hi again, this is Joan and we keep on speaking on yoga. Yoga has its origins in ancient most times, difficult to trace by historical standards, but what we certainly know is that about 2000 years ago a sage called Patanjali systematized yoga. He found that yoga knowledge and practices had scattered and sometimes diverted from its original sense and goal. Then Patanjali wrote the Yoga Sutras, an organized compilation of the teachings that until that moment had been transmitted orally from master to disciple. In the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali presents the 8 steps that, when followed carefully, lead us to inner and outer equilibrium and to find union with the Absolute. The first of these 8 steps is Yama, or outer regulations, that include ahimsa, non-violence, physical, mental, and also non-violence through our thoughts, satya, that means truthfulness and honesty. The third yama is aparigraha, non-covetousness, or the art to simplify our life. Brahmacharya would be another yama or regulation that means moderation. And the last yama that we will highlight in this first step of yoga is asteya, or non-appropriation. The second step in the eightfold path of yoga is called niyama, or disciplines. And these niyama or disciplines comprehends the concepts of saucha, that means purity of body and mind, santosha, or contentment, Isvara Pranidhana, surrender to the higher self, Svadhyaya, or self-study, and tapas, that means fiery aspiration. So till now we have the 2 first steps, yama, outer regulations, niyama, disciplines, that will be the foundations for the next steps. The third step is asana, that some of us know as the physical yoga pose, but in the eightfold path given by Patanjali, asana has a deeper meaning. Asana means a stable and comfortable pose, not only of the body but also of the mind, so stability of mind and body. The fourth step is pranayama, or regulation of the vital energy. It happens sometimes, like in asana, that we know pranayama because of the breathing exercise that we do during hatha yoga classes. But in the original practice of yoga and in the compilation given by Patanjali, pranayama has also a broader meaning, and in this case it means to regulate this vital energy, or prana as we call it in Sanskrit. Pratyahara, the fifth, means interiorization from our senses activity. Then it comes dharana, the 6th step of the yoga of Patanjali, that relates to concentration, focusing our energy on one direction. The 7th is dhyana, or meditation. Meditation understood not only as an exercise but as a state where we can contact our essence, our inner self. And at the end, the 8th step of yoga is samadhi, or liberation. When we claim that yoga is an spiritual scientific path, we mean that it describes 8 steps as objective facts that are linked in terms of causality. Then if we start from the first 2 steps, the foundations, the regulations and disciplines, we can climb to the next step to find stability of mind and body. Then when we regulate our vital energy, we can go through the experience of interiorization, concentration, and reaching the state of meditation, and later the final step of liberation, of union with the whole, that is the deep meaning of yoga.